labor and delivery stories because everybody has one and nobody wants to hear about anybody else's. But
Mm-mm.
people just, they've forgotten.
I think this is kind of a bad take because I have never met a woman in my life who has not said the words, I wish I had known this about pregnancy. I wish I had known this about postpartum. I wish I had known this about trying to conceive. I wish I had known this about the newborn stage. I wish somebody had told me about this because we go in blind. And I know we're all just figuring it out on our own, but I cannot tell you how valuable the stories of my friends were. When people shared with me their stories and experiences, I felt like I was gaining knowledge. I felt like I was learning so much from them that I could take into my experience. And even if my experience was not exactly the same, even if there was things that varied from my experience to theirs, even if my kid was so different or my birth was so different, I learned something. I had knowledge so I could advocate for myself when I was giving birth, so I could talk to my pediatrician about all the options available to me. I've learned so much from other women in real life and on the internet because they are willing to share their stories and experiences. I I think this narrative is one of the reasons women for so long have not shared the realities. I feel like nobody in the generation before me told me the real truth about what it was like to parent and be pregnant. But thank God the women who are standing next to me do because it is so important. Do not be afraid to share your birth stories. Do not be afraid to talk about your experience of motherhood because it is so important that other women have that information and knowledge and it is so valuable.